Hi guys, what's up? My name is Lorice, I am 17 years old and I'm studying at SEI. SEI is a school where several students of different ages study and learn English as a foreign language.
Hi guys, my name is Lívia and also 17 and I study at CEI as well. The purpose of this channel is to show what our students are doing this quarantine. Quarantine is the time when the people are kept in the social isolation to avoid the spread of the COVID-19. People are told to stay home in order to keep themselves and others healthy.
COVID-19 is an infection disease caused by coronavirus. Infected people's symptoms are fever, tiredness, cough, and breathing problems. It may be transmitted through close contact with respiratory droplets. You can reduce your chance of being in contact with or spreading COVID-19 by washing your hands frequently.
As the world is facing COVID-19 and people have to stay home, we made this channel to show you what students are doing in this quarantine and their life has changed. I believe this project is helping us to learn English a lot. Our group is in charge of singing and writing a part. Several other students are making videos telling about their lives during this social isolation.
Come get to know our project better by subscribing our channel. We hope you like it.
I'm here to talk about coronavirus, more specifically the medical workers' health. According to the website News and Level, a report said that between 10 and 20% of the cases of COVID-19 in the US were healthcare workers. About 90,300 of healthcare professionals had been tested positive for the respiratory illness between February 12th and April 9th. Most of these cases had not been severe enough to require hospitalization. However, 27 people died from the coronavirus. The report also said that 73% of the positive cases had been women. Furthermore, this average age had been 42. This date probably underestimates the number of people in the medical field who had been struck by the virus, although the reason was that only 16% of cases people had reported their occupations. The Dr. Michael Warner said, "The situation we are seeing is unprecedented. I think the frontline physicians, there is an element of frustration." The report had been concluded that protecting the health and safety of the medical personnel is critical, but reporting occupation should be a common procedure in all coronavirus cases. Bye-bye!
Hi, my name is Isadora and I will talk about coronavirus in the royal family. Is the royal family infected by coronavirus? According to the website News and Level, Prince Charles had been diagnosed with the coronavirus. Charles, who was 71 years old, was Queen Elizabeth's eldest son and he was first in line to the British throne. It wasn't clear when exactly Charles had contracted the virus, and according to the prince's team, it wasn't possible to say where the prince got it because he had carried out many public engagements recently, so he got it because he had contact with many people. Coronavirus lockdown is stressful for many people, and it's important to look after mental health, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge had said. A spokesperson for Buckingham Palace had said Charles had mild symptoms and otherwise remained in good health. Charles' wife, Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, had tested negative for the coronavirus, and the couple was currently self-isolating in Scotland. The Queen was still healthy and hadn't seen her son since the middle of March. She temporarily had moved to Windsor Castle outside of London while the coronavirus outbreak continues to spread.
Plastic bags and coronavirus. The safety of frontline workers and efforts to flatten the coronavirus or COVID-19 curve and our top priorities right now. However, there is no reason to encourage the use of disposable plastic bags. No evidence supports disposable plastic bags are less likely than reusable items to spread COVID-19. However, there is ample evidence showing that less than 10% of all plastic bags ever produced has been recycled, and that pollutes our environment and communities. Plastic is a petroleum product produced by the fossil fuel industry and contributes greatly to air and water pollution. This harms public health, especially for communities near extraction sites and refineries.
According to the website News in Level, some states in the US that had banned plastic bags with the spreading coronavirus are bringing them back. San Francisco, which was one of the first cities to ban plastic bags, changed its mind, bringing them back and banning reusable items. The CDC had been recommending that customers maintained a 6-foot distance from others when they went out to shop, and people should also wear a face mask.
Hi, my name is Maísa, and today I'm going to talk about coronavirus in China hospitals. China built 2 hospitals in record time. According to the website News in Levels, the city of Wuhan, China was counting with 2 new coronavirus hospitals. According to the Chinese state TV, 40% of the Liechtenstein hospital had been completed. Furthermore, the hospital would have 1,600 beds, and it was set to be finished at 5 February. The work at the other side, Shenzhen Hospital, was due to be completed at 2 February. According to official information about Chinese government, the country employed thousands of workers and prefabricated materials to build the 2 hospitals in a short time, using the modular construction technique. They did it due to the large number of infected. Xu Xing, a resident of Wuhan, said, "I was going to the new hospital to get help for my cousin who was getting sicker, but officials said the hospital only accepted people who have confirmed coronavirus or people who had been transferred." Thousands of doctors and nurses moved to Wuhan to fight the virus epidemic. Medical personnel were working constantly to treat patients who had contact with the coronavirus. The World Health Organization had officially declared coronavirus outbreak and global emergency. In spite of the emergency committee almost unanimously had concluded the outbreak was a public health in the international council, claims that it had cured 5 patients with the virus.
Anti-Corona app by Ricardo around the world. Google and Apple were teaming up to develop a software that would alert people who had come into contact with someone who had tested positive for COVID-19. The virus tracing platform would connect users via Bluetooth to an app that would be managed by health officials. If someone tests positive COVID-19 and he chooses to share this information on this app, people who had come close to this person would be notified that he could have coronavirus. However, people could opt out if they wanted to keep their information private. Google and Apple said that they created this software to help the spread of the coronavirus. Many countries around the world tried to implement this strategy, but they had met with problems with connectivity or problems with privacy. Google and Apple hoped that this software could resolve these issues and could help to stop the spread of the coronavirus. In addition, the coronavirus wasn't a good thing for the people, so this app could help you to be safe of the corona.
Coronavirus vacation by me in Greece. In the time when global tourism had slowed down, Greece found a way to people to enjoy what they have to offer. The Greek ministry launched a virtual introduction to Greece, its people and culture. The site featured videos and content about the Greek celebrities and athletics and more. The site was also partnered with the learning series Grow with Google, and it provided free training and marketing skills through the website. In 2019, Greece had earned more than 19 billion from tourism. Posteriorly, airlines were struggling due to reduced travel, and people and places that depended on it were already seeing the effects. Nevertheless, it wasn't clear when coronavirus pandemic would slow down. However, virtual tourism could entice tourists to visit Greece when the pandemic ends.
New prevention for coronavirus? Good afternoon, my name is Isabelly and this is World News. Today we talk about coronavirus vaccine. According to the website News and Level, an anonymous government official had told that Associated Press that a clinical trial to create a coronavirus vaccine might begin soon. In addition, it would take place at Kaiser Permanent Research Facility in Seattle, Washington, USA, and the National Institute of Health was funding the project. The Associated Press had said that 45 young and healthy volunteers would receive different doses of shots of the vaccine. The issue was to check if the vaccine had serious side effects. Chief Executive Alex Gorsky said, "We are committed to beginning production imminently and bringing on a public on a not-for-profit basis for emergency pandemic use." However, health officials said it could take 18 months to confirm if vaccine works. As of early Monday, there were 169,000 and over 6,500 deaths, but 77,000 people had recovered. So, those were the news today. Thanks for watching.
Breaking news tonight about the new killer virus. Where it started, what are your symptoms, what have professionals said, and what measures are being taken.
This is NBC Nightly News with Rayssa team.
Good night, everyone. According to the website News in Levels, the tiny city of Wuhan was the epicenter of coronavirus. A new virus that was spreading fast. Due to the number of affected people was on the rise, and the World Health Organization spokesperson said that more cases were expected in other parts of China, and possibly in other countries too. So far, there had been reported cases in China, Japan, Thailand, and South Korea. The coronavirus causes a type of pneumonia, and it could be passed from person to person. Furthermore, in the early stage, the symptoms include fever, fatigue, and difficulty with breathing. The infection could cause mild to severe disease. It could be fatal in some cases. The coronavirus is less deadly than SARS or MERS, but it's more contagious, said French Health Minister Agnes Vils. In the absence of main treatment or vaccine, our main hope of controlling the epidemic is the rapid identification of cases and the immediate prevention of our transmission through patient isolation. That Mark Wohlhaus, professor of infectious disease epidemiology at the University of Edinburgh. From to the outbreak, many airports around the world had started screening passengers.
Thanks for watching and good night.